What are the most iconic dishes of Italian cities? In this series, we set off together to explore Italian specialties. Of course, I had to start from Rome. Famous not only for its pasta, but also for special main dishes. Today we're making Saltimbocca alla romana, literally jumping them out because they are so delicious. Traditionally, veal is used, making it lean and tender meat, paired with prosciutto. Adding sage gives a unique touch, and a toothpick keeps everything in place. Lightly fry them, then use a mixture of olive oil and butter. Couple of minutes and they're ready. For the perfect sauce, don't forget white wine. Get plenty of bread ready. The plate will be clean as new by the time you finish. Which is the second most famous Italian city? I received many comments, so today, as the second city, we're going to Milan. Risotto alla milanese con ossobuco.
Sedano, carote e cipolla.
If you ever go to Milan, this dish is a must try. It combines two of Milan's best dishes, risotto and ossobuco. Ossobuco is a thick slice of veal shank that includes bone marrow. The best way to cook it is slow and for a long time.
Least 1 hour.
In Italy, rice is as important as pasta, and cook it perfectly is no easiness. The bright yellow color comes from saffron, one of the most expensive spices in the world. It's ready when it's alone, meaning it has creamy and fluid consistency that forms waves when stirred. It takes some time, but the result is absolutely worth it. Big up for Milan!
Buono.
What's the best dish in Florence? Some said it's steak, but for me, it's the Lampredotto. Today we're heading to Florence. Let's go! First of all, how hard it is to find cow stomach, especially the fourth one, it was tough. But here it is.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
In Florence, there are many street stalls selling this famous street food. You can't miss them. Let's talk about the salsa verde. This sauce is amazing and works great with any kind of meat. Just 2 spoons make everything incredible. Some love it, some hate it, but for me it's a must try, at least once in your life. And the most unique part of this panini is dipping the top into the broth for extra flavor. Now that I think about it, I'm craving again.
Okay.
If you thought pizza was only baked, you're totally wrong! Today we're making fried pizza, so let's go to Naples. The dough for this pizza is simple, you just need a bit of patience to let it rise. Good things take time, you don't need to be too precise with the dough. Doing a little bit casually is totally fine.
Wait 10 minutes.
When shaping the dough balls, just like making mozzarella, you can fill it with whatever you like. I use mozzarella and salami. When you fry them, they puff up and grow. It's like watching your kid grow up. If you're starving, tear it open and let it cool down, while you start eating around the edges. Oh man, watching this video again is making me emotional. It's too good. Why don't Italians can wait? Watch this video and you'll find out. Today we are going to Sicily. Just saying, okay? This is my first time making arancini. What arancini? Yes, they have 2 names.
Low heat. 20 minutes.
They use this very special cheese and it looks like this. It's a long process but totally worth it.
Let it cool down.
Besides the classic ragu filling, you can find them with a variety of fillings like ham and mozzarella, spinach and cheese, and even sweet versions like chocolate and pistachio.
Put it in the freezer again.
These fried rice balls are an amazing street food and a symbol of Sicily. They have this shape because they resemble Monte Etna, the largest volcano in Sicily, one of the most active in the world. How beautiful it is when food and landscape come together, no? Look at this. Look! Lasagna. You guess it. Today we're going to Bologna. Choosing a dish to represent Bologna was really hard. There are just too many.
4 minutes. And that's it.
And this is the classic Sunday family lunch. So when the whole family is at home, lasagna is often on the menu. And the best part is the edges, the slightly crisp, burnt bits. Come on, you know?
Low heat 5 minutes.
I remember we eat an entire tray of lasagna, and the next day the taste even better. Here, as always, you have to make a lot. You work so hard on it, so you don't want to finish too soon, right? Maybe it's one of my favorite dishes. Lasagna reminds me of my childhood and the all great memories.
Wow.
Every home should have a tray of chocolates at the center of the table. It's for yourself and for your guests. There is nothing better than inviting someone over and watching them finish all the chocolates you bought. Did you know that this chocolate was born from a mistake? Before being called Baci, it was originally named Cazzo.
Put in the fridge for 30 minutes.
It was made using leftover scraps from other chocolates. Then came the idea of putting little nuts inside, kinda like fortune cookies. The chocolates we make here are just as delicious. So, what should we write inside? What do you want?
Do you hear the sound?
Yes! Today we are making focaccia, and it's perfect with a cappuccino. Trust me. There are many types of focaccia, but today we are making the Genoese one. What I love about focaccia is that you don't need to be too precise with kneading. It needs to have this rustic texture, and once you mix all the ingredients, place it in an oil baking tray. Cover it and let it rest for at least 2 hours. Then make the classic dimples with your fingers. They help hold a mix of oil and water, and this is a crucial step. Bake it at the highest temperature your oven can reach, and then you can eat it as it is or stuffed with prosciutto or cheese. But you have to try it with cappuccino at least once. Fritto misto, the best way to eat seafood. Try to convince me otherwise. You can use all kinds of seafood: squid rings, cuttlefish, baby octopus, small yellow croaker. Remember to clean the fish both outside and inside. It's better to cut the small octopus into small pieces. And for the shrimp, leave only the tail.
All kinds of different seafood. Semolina.
Even a shoe sole tastes good when fried. But is there anything better than a crispy bite, the saltiness, and a splash of fresh lemon? Mamma mia. They all have different cooking times, so I recommend frying them one by one. Okay, don't get mad. Fritto misto isn't just from Venice. It's in many Italian regions. How do you cook steak in Italy? Okay, I'm being honest. This video is just an excuse to eat a good steak. Sue me. Pisa, Tuscany, steak. Here's how my brain works. This steak is about 5 centimeters thick. The best is using charcoal, but without this, a cast iron pan can definitely help. Since it's so thick, the cooking is rare. First, sear the fatty edge properly. Next, I sear both main sides of this. Finally, I cook it on the bone side for another 2 or 3 minutes. Let it rest, at least double the time you cook it. Because the bone transfers heat slowly, but it helps cook the inside more evenly. I finish with kosher salt, a drizzle of olive oil, and a bit of black pepper. Eggplant Parmigiana. Before the Italians insult me, eggplant Parmigiana isn't exactly from Tropea. But here the magnets are getting fewer. I have to come up with something, right? Technically there is no specific region, so where eggplant Parmigiana was born. So, if you don't fill the sauce bottle with water to get every last drop, are you even Italian? And the next step is the most important one. Don't be stingy, this step needs plenty. This is kind of like playing Tetris, slotting the eggplant piece to piece, layering it like a game of Jenga. It kind of looks like moussaka, right? Ah, by the way, I recently saw the ranking of the 100 best cuisine in the world. 1 degrees, 30 minutes. And Greek food now is better than Italian food. How do we feel about that? I love Greek food, huh? But we have reached the end of the series, and what better way to end it with my hometown. Urbino is a small town in central Italy, not very famous but with a rich history. Today I'm making a dish that really represents who I am, la Crescia d'Urbino. See! I hope this video brings the recognition this Crescia deserves. There are many types of Crescia all across Italy, but what makes Urbino's version special is the use of lard and black pepper. First, roll it out nice and wide, then slather on a ton of lard, then more the better. Roll it up, slam it to the table and stretch it into a long snake. Then twist it into little snail shapes. Why so many animal references? I have no idea! Grill it 3-4 minutes per side and boom! Done. You can fill it with anything, but the classic combo is prosciutto, cheese and greens. Hope you had as much fun as I did, and I wonder where we're going next.